All is well. We are getting pounded by snow once again. It's just been that month. Oh, let me turn this down. I don't want to get that reverb here. All right, so hope everybody's having an awesome day. Want to talk today about Sterile Brands and how they get no love. And I want to talk about specifically a coaching call that I had yesterday with one of my clients that we sort of broke through the mold that was going on inside of his business. And we realized that there's a lot more to his brand than what meets the eye right now online. So I've been working with this client now, going through the discovery process and diagnosis phase, and really understanding his business, who he's serving, who he's trying to help. And I got to know him as an individual a lot deeper. And what I found out was this guy is a tremendous physician. He's a doctor down in Australia, and he wants to help other doctors build their practice, have a better work-life balance, help them pass these specific exams that they need to pass in order to, maintain their status as physicians. And, when he was showing me his website, which I could show you right now, actually, online. So what I'll do is I'll share screen real quick and take you to the website. Ooh, you bear with me here. I'll take you to the website real quick. We'll go here and we'll go graduatemedicine.com. One of the things that I want to show you is that this particular website right now is very sterile, and it's just very cookie cutter in the fact that it's just like, it doesn't have that emotion. It doesn't have that impact that's all been bunched up inside of my client. And what I realized was when that comes out, when he puts his personality into this brand and into his website, because he's such an amazing guy, everything's going to change. Everything. Because what we found out is that his audience really, really wants to know more about him. They want him to guide them in the right direction. They want him to give them the 15 years of experience as a physician. They want that information. That's what's going to help them become a better physician. So Sterile Brands, okay, aren't going to move the needle. They're not going to connect with your target audience. And I see a lot of businesses out there, they just go with the cookie cutter approach. Let me just get something that has nice imagery up there. We'll go take some copy from our competitors and mix it up and change it up a little bit, and we'll call it a day. And unfortunately, that's not going to get you anywhere. So what we need to do is we need to bring in that personality, and we really need to identify what that personality is and what's the purpose behind it. What's the purpose behind your business? Everyone says, oh, follow your passion and do things that you're passionate about, right? And I have an argument to that. That's all fine and dandy, but what if that passion doesn't make you any money? What if what it is that you want to do just isn't lucrative, or people are just not willing to buy it? What's that going to do to your passion? What is that going to do for helping you provide for your family or for yourself, or trying to find that fulfillment inside of you? Nothing. But the personality behind the brand is going to really turn everything around, bring out the purpose. But then you really got to dig deep and find out what exactly is your audience struggling with? What are their pain points? What are their challenges? You hear me say this over and over and over again, but if you really want to capture people's attention with your business and brand, that's what you got to speak to. Because I don't know about you, but anybody who is talking about my pain points and challenges has my undivided attention. And especially if they're talking about how to solve those issues, now you really got my attention. And so I see a lot of sterile brands out there, sterile businesses that just look so cookie cutter. And if you're not bringing in that personality into your brand, then you're going to fall short. People aren't going to pay attention to you as much as you want them to. And what is that going to do for your business? What's that going to do for profits? And so take a look at all the other businesses and brands, whether they're personal brands or, you know, who has a really awesome brand right now is Progressive Insurance. I don't know if you've been following their commercials yet online, or I shouldn't say online, but on television. When I tell you their commercials are up there with Geico, basically they've created this little character, right? And this little character now is the face of Progressive Insurance. And it's a cute little guy. And he walks around town with selfie sticks, and he's just this adventurous little personality. And they're doing a hell of a job right now with building brand and really targeting, it looks to me that they're targeting Gen Xers, millennials, just by the conversation and the language that they use in these commercials. And so I'm following Progressive very closely because I want to see what they do with this little guy. Because this little guy is that resonation. That it's the resonating factor that's getting these folks connected to Progressive and really making Progressive Insurance super, super memorable, right? All I can remember is that one commercial with the little guy. He was like, I forget where he was. He was like in the park or something. And he's like the little box, right? And he's got this selfie stick and he's like just this little dapper dude, right? And it just made me laugh, right? And then he was like, I could afford now a pet chinchilla or something like that. And there's these hashtags that are floating up along the commercial, and it says hashtag chinchillin, right? And there's a picture of a chinchilla sitting next to him and he's petting it. Like, that's the personality, that's the humor, that's the charisma that needs to be inside of businesses in 2018. Otherwise, you're toast. So once we figure out exactly what that is and we bring it out to the forefront, that's when you're going to start to win. I had somebody say to me the other day, I see a lot of brands out there or entrepreneurs out there hiding behind their business. And I laughed and I said, you're absolutely right. For whatever reason, they're afraid of having people see them as who they are, but they are their brand. They are their business, their values and their purpose and their messaging and their mission is part of their business. And I don't know about you, but I want to know why people are doing what they're doing. And I'm connecting with those folks that have the same mission, the same values, the same purpose. A lot of the clients that I see on my roster right now are all entrepreneurs trying to help other people. And that's no mistake. That's no coincidence. Those folks are on my roster because that's my mission. That's why I was put here. That's why Unique Designs lives, is because I want to see entrepreneurs winning by helping other people. Because I don't know about you, but that's fulfilling to me. So, what's your purpose? Have you studied your own personality? Is that personality being shaped inside of your business? Is it being showcased? It's why I show up on social media every single day. Is because I want people to see that personality. This Unique Designs brand, the Brand Doctor brand, is not a cookie cutter sterile brand. There's a lot of charisma. There's a lot of ambition. There's a lot of tenacity. There's a lot of inspiration behind this brand. And if I'm not out here every single day putting that out there, what do you guys have to connect with? Nothing. So getting back to the client that I was working with in Australia, I told him, dude, you know, when you first came to me, it seemed to me like you had this like prep course on how to pass this test, right? And I was like, now that I know exactly what's going on inside of your business, this is way, way bigger than some prep class that helps physicians pass this particular test. This brand helps them become better doctors, helps them with the relationships that they have with their patients, right? Helps them with the work-life balance. And so when we began diving deep into these personas, right, I realized that Dr. Tom is such a force to be reckoned with. And he's such an identity that thousands of other doctors in his area and in his country want to connect with because he's been there and got the t-shirt. And if he's hiding all of that knowledge and wisdom behind a sterile looking website that I just showed you, there's a huge disconnect there. And so I was coaching him with, yesterday we went over prioritization goals. And yesterday I was coaching him on what we need to do first, second, third, to get that personality out there, to get other folks out there connecting with him, because he's a hell of a guy, right? And when you bring in that personality, that's the differentiating factor right there. That's what's going to make him stand out from his competition and help him gain that market share that he's looking to get. And so let me open this up to any sort of conversation that we have right now going on Facebook Live. What's going on, Ken Lovett? Welcome to the show. We have Joseph Marone, Carla Andino, Dennis Cullen, Jason Harrison just joined. Henry Allegra just joined. I hope I didn't butcher your last name. I think I did. Dennis Cullen, Donald Nicholson. What's going on, guys? Sandra, what's going on, Sandy? Tell Eugene I said hello, by the way. Who else do we have? Joe Brickman. Ken Lovett has a question. So on average, how long does it take? Let me see here for a second. Am I missing it? How long does it take for a new brand? What does that mean, Ken? How long does it take to relaunch one? Or design one, create one? Give me some more context and I'll answer the question. Mark Rock, Miranda, what's going on? So today we're talking about, again, sterile brands and how they get no love because there's no personality behind them. When you bring out that personality, your brand becomes much more interesting, especially if you have one that really stands out or is charismatic or is talking to a pain point or challenge that your target audience is dealing with right now. And so that's what we're talking about today. And I was showcasing, again, one of the clients that I'm working with right now where his online presence is so sterile, there's a huge disconnect between his audience and those folks that truly need him and the value that he has to offer. And so when we get that fixed, the game's going to change. The game's going to change. Paul Maloney, g'day, mate. What's going on, Paul? Hope all is well. Who else do we have? Joe McCready just joined. What's shaking? So any questions when it comes to finding your brand personality? Finding your brand personality. And honest to God, guys, it's really not that hard. Because again, you are your brand, you are your business. So if you can get that personality infused into your business, it's going to change everything for you. So we don't want Sterile Brands in 2018. You will be demolished because even the bigger brands now, like I've just mentioned, Progressive Insurance, they are getting very savvy with brand personality and really, really coming down to earth and resonating with their target audience by infusing that personality into their brands. So Ken Lovett asks, creating a new brand, how long does it take? It all depends, my friend. It all depends. You know, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to accomplish with your business, what's getting in the way, and what those pain points are, and getting those out of the way as soon as possible. If you're looking for a definitive answer, I can tell you when I'm working with brands and working with clients, whether it's a rebrand or a brand new business, it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 months to really get it off the ground. I mean, we have a 90-day process here that really can get you launched within about the 90-day mark. But it all depends on how deep you want to go and what are your goals as the brand, right? So when we map all that out, we get to know, okay, this is what we need to do first, second, and third. It's taking out all that guesswork. It's taking out all that guesswork and laying it out. It's funny, as I was working with this client in Australia, you know, he was telling me how he loved the fact that we went so deep in the diagnosis phase and the discovery phase of the program, because he would have never done it on his own, he said. And I said, that's why I do it. And I said, I fell victim of this when I was building my business, because there was a lot of steps that I skipped. Had I had the guidance that he has right now via me, who knows where this business would be today. So, you know, it took me 10 and a half years to get to where I'm at today, but I'm glad that I made the mistakes that I made, because now I'm here and able to tell them to you so you don't make those mistakes, you know, yourself. So what else we got here? Ken says, okay, we'll book a call soon. Launching a crowdfunding campaign soon for a big idea and opportunity. Very cool. Sounds good, Ken. Look forward to hearing from you. So there you have it, guys. That's today's topic of conversation. It's infusing that personality into your brand and really making it stand out and helping you connect with your audience on more of a personal level. When you do that, it's going to change the game for you. So that's why Sterile Brands get no love. So hope you enjoyed this. This is going on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, please do. And if you haven't yet followed me on Instagram, go check that out. It's The Brand Doctor. It's DR at the end, not spelt out doctor. And if you have any questions, comments, drop them. You know how to get me. I'm everywhere on social media. So drop the comments, drop the questions, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. And don't forget, I just launched my brand new course. It's called the Brand Yourself course. It's very simplistic, very straight to the point, because that's exactly what this course does for you. It allows you to take all of my knowledge, take everything that I use to help my clients build 6 and 7 figure brands, and allows you to take all of that framework and do it yourself. So you could go check that out. It's at uniquedesigns.net/brand yourself. And I'll drop a link underneath this video for you guys to go check that out. So real quick, last but not least, Paul Maloney says, you must be able to sell yourself first and have a real, honest, and genuine empathy and be able to deliver the client's needs. Amen. Amen, Paul. That's exactly what you need to do, because when you put the right message in front of the right people, the right things happen. So have an awesome day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.